November 21st, 1982, Hyde Park's Garrity Lumberyard is burning. Veteran news photographer Nat Whittemore arrives at the scene and starts rolling on the inferno. But something distracts him from the fire, a peculiar sound in the distance.
As I walked around through the piles of lumber, I could hear a group yelling, almost like they were cheering, which was very unusual at a fire.
As Whittemore swings his camera to the crowd, the unexpected happens. One of the men draws a gun.
And I thought to myself, I better take cover, but I held my position and he raised it up in the air. I thought it was to try and intimidate me to stop videotaping. That was my first thing. And I thought, to hell with him, I'm not going to be intimidated. I'll hold my position.
In the early 80s, Greater Boston was on fire. 264 buildings set ablaze in a 2-year period. Fear was in the air.
You think about what was going on back then. You had the Tylenol scare, you had Whitey Bulger, is the brother of the Senate president. Kevin White, at the time, is the mayor. He's sprinting through the swamps. The U.S. attorney chasing him for various perceived corruption offenses. You've got a city that has its school department is under federal receivership. Its housing authority is under receivership. Boston Harbor is, as polluted as it could be.
It was really a tale of two cities. Massive capital was being put into places like Faneuil Hall Marketplace. It became a destination city. And this was called the New Boston. And it really was a new kind of Boston. The problem was, if you go outside of the downtown and the office buildings, it was a different story. It was the old Boston. The neighborhoods were declining, housing stock was poor. In fact, Boston rated in terms of overall median income among the lowest of all the major metropolitan areas in the country. Also, there was Boston joining a national tax revolt, Proposition 2.5.
The ballot initiative passed statewide in 1980, capping property tax increases at 2.5% annually unless voters approved an override, and limiting the property tax revenue for cities and towns.
Because of Prop 2.5, there was a lot of fear before it went into effect. What effect was it going to have on cities and towns? And as happens when taxes get cut, teachers, firefighters, and police often get cut. People lose their jobs. Boston itself lost some 600 firefighters out of 1,700, some through immediate attrition, and 300 or 400 positions laid off. And firehouses and fire companies closed.
As those cutbacks proceeded, Boston Mayor Kevin White felt the heat over spending at City Hall.
A $90,000 renovation plan for City Hall was reported to include an executive dining room. The mayor says that report is absolutely false.
It's part of a renovation of City Hall that hasn't been renovated or improved in 13 years. Now that's amazing.
And what part of City Hall is that?
That's the 5th floor, and that's part of my office.
In view of the police layoffs and the fire layoffs, couldn't this money be better used, maybe keep some men on the street?
I'm not going to get in a guessing game as to whether or not they're going to renovate a conference room. That's not an expense. That's a renovation. The money involved is infinitesimal in the entire city budget.
There was a lot of playing around with numbers. The poor firefighters and police and teachers were the victims at that point in time.
It was against that backdrop that fire started to pepper the city in 1982. Wayne Miller, a retired special agent with the ATF, documents the time in his book, Burn, Boston, Burn.
Listen to the radio calls of the fire departments coming to all these and saying, oh, we got another one down the road. We got another one, we got another one. They were just running from one to the next. They would be popping up in a matter of minutes from each other.
Firefighters were stretched thin.
There was a lot of fear. Moms and dad didn't want to go to sleep. They slept with one eye open. People were awakened by sirens wailing throughout the city night after night. Those same neighborhoods were hit over and over.
Miller says frustration boiled over after 22 firefighters were injured on October 2nd, 1982 in South Boston.
The roof collapsed with firefighters on the roof, and they collapsed into the fire with several severe injuries, broken backs, broken legs, burns. It was one of the worst ever. It was something that gave us all a focus that we had to do more to try to figure out what was going on here.
What was going on connected back to the men Nat Whittemore had filmed on the night of November 21st, 1982.
November 21, 1982, the very first break that we got.
And Wayne Miller says the fire started in the back bay, down alleys, behind brownstones, inside of dumpsters.
Right, but before too long, they began moving to unoccupied buildings throughout the city. Dorchester, Roxbury, Jamaica Plain were hit over and over and over again. It got so bad that residents were actually moving their trash cans away from their houses. They were worried that someone would start a fire in the trash can and it would spread to their homes. There was a real fear in the city at that time.
It's a very scary time. Next, a letter from Mr. Flair.